Hello, what's up Aesthetic Masters? Today I'm going to be doing a review of this vintage aesthetic IBM ThinkPad 390E laptop from 1999, 98, 2000, somewhere along that time period. Now, as you can see here, one way this laptop has lots of aesthetic is the logo. As you can see, this is a raised IBM logo. This isn't just a decal. This is a raised logo, so you can feel the aesthetic right here. As you can see by the lighting, it's raised for maximum aesthetic purposes. So you can feel that this is an IBM, and the same goes with the inside logo too. Right here you have a floppy drive and a CD drive stacked, something you don't see on many laptops. It also features a physical volume knob and a PC card slot, which is where I have a 3-COM Ethernet card. This is some old stuff right here, but it works for downloading more aesthetic, browsing Reddit and downloading aesthetic wallpapers and all that stuff. And on here, there's a PS2 port, S-Video port. I can't tell because this is stuff that nobody uses anymore. Along with the port people actually use this year, a USB port. The power switch is on the side because, I don't know, usually it's when you open the laptop and there's a huge fan which always runs, keeping your aesthetic cooler than a bottle of Fiji Water. Now right here are some ports nobody uses, such as a serial port and a VGA port. And over here is the PS2 port, which is correct this time, and a parallel port. Who cares about these ports though? Because the real reason we're looking at this machine is the aesthetic this machine has. Now there's 2 latches right here. 2 of them. Not one, but 2 of them for maximum aesthetic. Let's pull these latches open. I don't know why standby didn't work on this machine, but as you can tell, this is the ThinkPad, which means it's got no touchpad, just a track point and some mouse buttons. It also has no Windows keys because this is an IBM ThinkPad, and IBM ThinkPads don't have Windows keys, except for those i-series models made by Acer. Yeah, look it up, they were made by Acer. And as you can tell, there's a light array in the model number. You know how like the new ones have LEDs and stuff? Well, this one did too, except they were all round and not just a strip of them. As you can see, there's an IBM logo here too, and it's also raised for maximum aesthetic. Wow, look at this aesthetic. Look at it. This is maximum aesthetic right here. Check out my wallpaper. This is maximum aesthetic. I googled Vaporwave on Google Images, and I got this aesthetic. But I also got this sick MIDI file, and this is an OPL3 sound system, because that's aesthetic. Gear my computer. Windows 98A, 2nd edition, genuine Intel Pentium 2, 192 megabytes of RAM. And even better, I've got this MIDI file, which, most people will just show Canyon or Passport.mid, but I've got this sick MIDI file that's very Vaporwave aesthetic. Wow. Look at this aesthetic. It can even still browse the internet. Look at this. I can even get on MSN and get crappy news. Look at this. This is Windows 98. Vaporwave news here. I can get this worthless clickbait articles in these ads, but that's just part of my aesthetic. This is just part of my aesthetic right here. These top 10 lists that nobody cares about. I can load these on my laptop And it even gives me, wow, why aren't there ads appearing? And I can even visit sites like... Isn't this where, like, the new memes... Oh, won't let me visit Reddit, wow. I can't get the new memes there, then. Wow, like, I heard Reddit was where you get the hip and trendy memes at. Wow. Time to go to a Chan and get better memes. Also, are you feeling the aesthetic yet? This is very aesthetic music. Like, great relaxation music. Great music to do anything to. This song right here is amazing. And this is all thanks to the power of the Yamaha OPL3 sound chip. It sounds like a Genesis, but that's just part of the aesthetic. Because Sega's very aesthetic. 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 Oh man, I even got some games on the hard drive. Got some games on here. Yeah, I got this. Duke Nukem 3D. It all returns to nothing. It just keeps tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down. Here's the cool part, because this has an old OPL3 sound chip in it. Look what this can do. Look at this. You can play the #1 game your mom doesn't want you to play. Listen to that sound. You can play Duke Nukem 3D on here. And, like, shoot some aliens. Look how fast this is. Smooth, 60 frames per second. Smooth, 60 frames a second. And you know, this keyboard for the ThinkPad even lets me play one-handed. Isn't that nice? I can just aim with these arrow keys and just press control right next to it. This is a nice keyboard right here. So you can like play with one hand and get out your video camcorder in another to show the internet how much aesthetic you have while you're gaming and drinking soda, like when you're wired on soda, like late at night playing hardcore 90s first-person shooters. Sick machine right here. This ThinkPad is amazing. I mean, I love this thing. This is a great gaming PC because it's got an active matrix screen, not one of those crappy, blurry, passive matrix screens you find on thrift store laptops. And look, I even own this game because it's whining that this is the shareware version. Please don't distribute. Great machine right here. It's a ThinkPad. Of course, you can't hate ThinkPads because they're great laptops. Maybe I should get one of these eraser head caps for my ThinkPad. I mean, my W520. All in all, this is a pretty aesthetic machine. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for more aesthetic